Man, one of my biggest pet peeves that I really hate going through is being lectured. Being lectured gotta be one of the top 3 worst things to hear as a human being. I'd rather have megaphones on my ears playing back sounds of nails on the chalkboard all day 24/7 than listening to getting scolded at or lectured for another goddamn minute. Whether it's by a parent or a school staff member or a work colleague, I don't need to explain why it's bad. Everybody knows why it's bad. No one likes to hear that shit. And I could assure you, most people don't like being told what to do. Being scolded at for doing something, especially when it's stupid, gotta be one of the top 5 worst things to go through as a kid. Now, being lectured as a kid is it's not that bad compared to an adult. Cause as an adult, god damn, it's excruciating. Every time someone would fuck up and I would end up getting a lecture, as soon as that motherfucker started speaking, my mind would always go straight into space. I mean, just zoned out. I heard nothing. And that's one of the worst forms of lectures. When someone is telling you what to do, either by your boss, by your job, or by a family member or some kind of superior, when they tell you to do chores, or when someone's giving instructions on something so basic and so commonly known that literally any 3-year-old, no, even a monkey could do. And it's so much worse when the person doing it is clearly dumber than you. Like, sir, you did not graduate middle school. Why should I listen to your advice? I don't care that you were the star athlete of your class or the valedictorians, Jeffrey. I'm just trying to get my bread and get the fuck out. When you get one of these lectures, it can be one of the most annoying minutes of your entire life. Going through these types of lectures is like being sold to a master in the African slave trades. I'd rather get sacrificed by my ends by getting my heart and ears ripped out rather than listen to 2 minutes of that bullshit. And I mean, it didn't matter if I did or didn't anyways. I always knew what the fuck they were gonna say. I just didn't want to make my ears bleed. And sometimes, bro, they don't even know when to stop. They just keep going over and over and over again. Like, dude, you already told me once. You don't need to tell me twice, nor 60,000 times. And all you want to do is tell them to shut the fuck up. But you really can't, because these are people you pretty much can't talk back to. So you really can't say shit to them if you want to keep your job. But if you don't, then go ahead. You can say whatever you want to them. I don't give a rat's ass. But if you don't want to end up homeless, then you pretty much have no choice but to get paid to get patronized. And I can't even begin to explain how much I hate those condescending ass lectures. Listening to someone dumber than you explain something to you because they think that you're dumber than them is just straight agony. It makes you feel stupid just by listening to stuff you already know that they are going to say. When motherfuckers treat you like a child, even when you're not acting like one, it says a lot more about them than it does you, and it makes them look 10 times more stupider. And all it does is make you want to prove them wrong, especially if you're the child of an immigrant. Man, I don't even want to start with this one. If you're a son or a daughter of an immigrant parent, my condolences to you. I already know you be getting these on a daily. You're stressing out because you gotta live up to expectations that they set on you just by coming to this country. You know you can't do that shit. But wait, I got one that's even worse than that. Now ain't nothing worse than the scolding you get and they're wrong. And you just gotta sit there and listen. And just you knowing that it's all wrong. Oh my fucking god. Now that's a fate right there. Worse than hell. I swear these talks have the ability to slow down time. Because every time I hear them, they last so fucking long. Shut the f*** up! Honestly, bro, the best way to handle these situations is just by remaining calm, listen to what they gotta say, or don't, it really doesn't matter, and just go by your day and pretend like you learned something if you have to, but don't give them any trouble, man, because either they're just trying to help you out, or they got head up their ass levels of ignorance, so they're just simply not worth your time. The best decision you can make is to just move on and let them be. You're better off not saying nothing, because either way in a couple years you're gonna be doing way better off than them anyways. At least you should, because listening to those lectures definitely motivates me to get the fuck out of there. I really don't fuck with that patronizing, human ass bullshit. Miss me with that shit. If you're gonna give me advice, do it right. Look, man, I'm gonna just say it straight up. I'm gonna tell you right now, when someone lectures me, it'll go in through one ear and come straight out through the other one. I ain't hearing that shit. Put a condom in your ear and fuck what you heard.
Goo goo gaga.